for a campaign in the world of Erendor, a world of our own design, the Dark Alchemists, my fellow players, the dead Professor Scott, and our forever DM Evanson. So there's a group of adventurers, and they are part of the Silver Fang Society. So they're monster hunters, and these monster hunters are in a swamp called Mire's End. Mire's End is in the north of the world of Erendor. A group of cultists attacked their base and stole the root fangs and the root compass in order to summon a greater evil in the swamp. So our intrepid adventurers have been tracking the cultists through the swamp, and they're coming close to a kind of a final mission, final dungeon, if you will. So I was thinking of having a scene where there might be a swamp boat fight, and I let them pick if they're going to go on the land or over the river. They decided the river would be faster, that speed was of the utmost importance. So I said, what's on a river? The cultist will be there, of course. And I printed up 6 of these crocodile markers. Well, they're actually crocodiles, but they look like giant crocodiles. So I have 6 markers, and the goal is to have, well, I don't want to say how many. Maybe one of my adventurers is watching, but on the bottom I'm going to have a number, and that'll either be a real crocodile or a fake crocodile, and they're going to be floating in the river. These are going to kind of be markers. So if the adventurers are blasted off their riverboat, then there's a chance that one of these crocodiles will swarm around them. It's kind of the goal. Let's see if I can see messages here. I guess if anybody does decide to jump on and talk, they'll be able to send me a message. These are 3D printed crocodile miniatures models. I had a different one here. So I have this crocodile miniature in base, which is, I'm not sure what set it's from, but the dead Professor Scott printed this one up. And now I have 6 of these, which I printed up. I think I like the second one better. I don't know if anybody can comment, tell me what they think, which one they like better. But I feel like these crocodile markers will be better than these for the adventure. So I printed up 6. And we're just going to hit it with some Dark Angels contrast. Even though I loathe to buy GW paints, I do like that contrast. I think I'm going to try to get a bunch of the Army Painter stuff. But I mean, hit it with a little water. It flows nicely. I can get stuff done really quick. So our adventurers are going to be going on their swamp boats, and these markers are going to pop up. I also printed some cultists up. These are from Call of Cthulhu, Addervery Creations, and I printed, I have like 10 or 15 of them. These guys are going to be in the major dungeon at the end. Oh no, I dropped the green. And these guys are going to be in the dungeon, and they're also going to be on the swamp boats. I did show my swamp boats in a previous video. So, but I like the idea of having these giant crocodile markers. And Star Caller said, yo, okay, so I can see comments. Thank you, Star Caller. I'm doing this on my phone. I'm not sure how it sounds, how it's coming out. I got a little microphone on, but let me shoot this over here. So I don't know. Let's see. I got the green, and I guess, yo, Star Caller. You got a cool, like, purple badge with a crown. I guess you're a high roller. So let's hit this. Try not to be too messy. Let's try to find some blue. Some blue. I got some ultramarine contrast. A little shake. Water, maybe. Let's see. That's the blue. Let's see if that blue is too blue. Nice thing about painting, if you don't like it, guess what, guys, girls, adventurers, heroes, you can paint over it. You can just spray it again, just reprime it. You don't like the way it comes out, just hit it again. But I'm just trying to rush and get these done. It always seems when you have a project, you end up rushing It's always crunch time. We're also going to Gen Con 2025. We're playing some D&D at Gen Con, and I'm looking forward to that. So I don't know if you can see here. Get this light in a little bit better. Bring it down. So we're hitting this with this blue. The green is mixing in because I'm mixing the colors here, but again, I just want to get it done. Going to Gen Con 2025. I might have a dog coming down to join me. Let's move this over. I got to buy some lighter contrast. Well, I mean, I was doing the blue just to show. I guess I'm really making a big mess here. We're also going to work on some skeletons. I'll probably use some Nasdreg yellow on them. And also, I will try to find, oh, here it is over here. I'll use some Morgas bone. That's actually one of my favorite colors. The Morgas bone is great. But again, today we're working on the crocodiles. So if you want to watch me paint, I'll tell you a story of the Silver Fang Society and the Guardians of Mire's End, the swamp in the world of Erendor, which is a homebrew world. The cultists came and attacked the bastion while the A team, I call them, were away. So the main lords were away. The best fighters, the best wizards are away in disturbance in the north. The B team was brought with them. That's the Basilisk squad. And the Basilisks started fighting the evil up north. So it left the C team. That was our characters. We have a ranger. We have a rogue. We have an artificer. We have a barbarian dwarf. And we have a war priest cleric. So these guys, they're defending the town, and they drive the cultists away. The cultists steal some stuff. So now they're heading north to try to recover the artifacts and stop a greater swamp evil from uh, from destroying the swamp, like an ancient god type of being is going to be summoned. So they decided to go down the river, and the river is going to have 6 crocodile markers, and 3 of them, or 4 or 5, are going to be real or fake. So they get knocked into the water, they'll have to deal with that. So far, they've dealt with Cragmore Castle. So this is all based on the Lost Mines of Philander, and I kind of reskinned it. You can see some of the adventures on the other videos that we've done so far. We'll probably end up streaming a live at some point too of the actual play. Um, I might try to stream this live when we actually fight. They're going to be going down the river. There's going to be cultists on boats. If my players are watching, I guess it's not going to be a surprise. But I think some people like the tactical aspect of it, where you actually see the miniatures down on the table. You get those minis down, you push them around. People love to measure distances. You know, I'm 30 feet away, I can do this. I'm 40 feet, oh, I'm 60 feet, I'm 65 feet away. They did fight one giant crocodile, and something funny about these little guys, these big guys, is that if they grab you and grapple you, which is, you know, the grapple system in the 2024 D&D is pretty serious. If these guys grapple you, they can drag you their movement speed. So in the water, it might be the half movement speed, but their movement speed is pretty serious in the water. So I think these guys are going to drag you at least 40 feet away around. And guess what? That's bad because you're in the water. Most people don't have a swim speed, and your fellow party members who might want to help you cannot. They came across a bullywug. We call them froggles in our world. This bullywug is named Croakmarsh, and he has been helping a little bit. Our ranger character is kind of, hey, say hi, Slay the Day Away. Thank you, Slay the Day Away, for leaving a little comment here. I hope you're having a great day or night. I hope everybody here is playing Dungeons and Dragons this week. We usually do 2 games a week. This week we're just doing one day. I don't know if I can actually wave to you. I see you wave, but I'll go like this. Hey, slay today. Thank you. Um, to practice not saying so much. We just did a nice video with the Dungeons and Dames, an all-female adventuring, not adventure group, an all-female D&D session is being held up in Maine this year in October. Make sure to check out our Dungeons and Dames video, especially our lady adventurers. You'll be able to go away and play a nice weekend of D&D. Hillary, who runs Dungeons and Dames, actually asked me to maybe collaborate with her to do a second getaway, which will either be all inclusive or maybe just a male getaway. I'm not sure. She wanted to do a female getaway. So a lot of the stuff that I'm painting um, will be used for future D&D sessions. I'm trying to build up a stockpile of painted miniatures. Eventually, now these guys are painted with the same. These guys are painted with the same contrast paint, right? They're actually pretty dry. I missed some spots. So a nice thing about the contrast is you can hit it again and build it up. So if I want the back of this guy, back of this naga or this lizard man to be a little bit darker, you can let it dry for a day or two, 3, 4, 5 weeks. This thing's been dry for a long time. Obviously, I was in a rush with this one too. I missed a ton of spots, so we hit them again. I tried to do the assembly line method. If anybody's gone to art school or taken some serious high school art classes, one of the ways to paint is assembly line. So, if you were doing a picture, you might just do the drawing and then do all the green at the same time. It takes some discipline to paint this way. It takes discipline just to do. It's boring, right? I mean, I'm just painting green, 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 green. You want to get to the good stuff. You want to do the inside of the mouth. You want to do the water around it. I'm being a little sloppy here. You can paint over the contrast paint. Like I said, we'll do the blue for the water. I'll do a base contrast paint, and then I'll go in there and tighten it up with like an actual color. I'll grab a nice light blue. Model Colors by it's by Model Color. Vallejo, of course. Vallejo is awesome. Oh, here's let me show you an example of a blue. I'll give you a good example of a blue so you get this big guy in here. Okay, this is a remora, ice worm, rimworm. So this thing comes out pretty cool with the blue, and it was just the entire model is blue, and then you hit some green in there. Eyes are light blue. That's the Vallejo I just showed you, and you call it done. We have some. Oh, this guy. I should have pulled this guy out in the beginning. Should have pulled this guy out in the beginning. So we'll leave him off to the side for 1 minute. When we get some more viewers, we'll pull him out. Yeah. So it's paint night. Paint with me. We'll finish up just getting these base colors on these guys here. Trying to grow the channel. Subscribe, like, comments. I feel like lives are the way to go. Does anybody else like painting? I tell you, a 12K resin printer. A 12K resin printer. They have the Saturn, Elegoo Saturn. I mean, the details this printer puts out are amazing. So we have our 6 base guys. There probably will be. I haven't written them into the game. I have no idea how I'm going to use them, but this is like, I don't know, the Lord of the Alligators, an alligator man. He's got some skulls on there. He's got these ripped purple robes. That's a contrasting color, right? Is that contrasting? So he's going to make a showing, but I have no idea how to add him to the campaign. If you're just joining us, we have these 6 models here. You can see we have 6 figures of alligators, giant alligators, and they're going to be stalking our adventurers in the swamp. So I need to get some paint on them because I told everybody, sure, we could play Tuesday. Tuesday's great. So I have a rule. I will play D&D unless I get a better offer. So if anybody has a better Tuesday night offer for me, I might be available. But if I do not get a better offer, I will be playing D&D with the B team. Why do you say the B team? Because it's my second D&D group we're playing with. I am in the Age of Secrets campaign with Dungeon Master Evanson, and I am running the Age of little piece there. Can I break it off? Yep. So sometimes you have little pieces of supports, and let's take a little clipper and clip. If I see any overlapping supports, it came out pretty clean, but you never know. Welcome to our live chat. Feel free to make a comment, ask a question, anything you want about Dungeons and Dragons. If I cannot answer it, I will not make it up. I will try to find the answer for you and get it for you. Ultramarine contrast going down on the alligators. I wish I had a lighter contrast because I'm mixing this. I'm definitely going to hit this with the, maybe I should hit with the blue now, honestly. So we got the blue. Let me give it a shake off camera. Shake it up, baby. All right, let's pour in our dirty, dirty little cup here. Give it a pour. I'll probably go live for a few more minutes. This time of night, I do like to relax by playing some online video games. Oh yeah, that's better just to get the bass down, right? So we're gonna really water that down, just to. I mean, I'm doing this on camera, so I am sloppy. But we use a magical creation called Nun Oil. That's another Games Workshop invention. I hate to plug them because I am not compensated by them. So Nun Oil, it's a shade. I mean, this stuff here, look at it, $8 for Nun Oil. You slop that on a dried miniature, it just goes into cracks and crevices. It's like a adobe spice. I put that stuff on everything. The Nun Oil is the way to go. Way to go. So I do have to wonder if any of my players are watching me, just send me a private text message. I'm curious to see if I'm giving any of the secrets of the game away. Or my private players, if you happen to be in my campaign and you ever see me do a live at night, I appreciate your support for watching, but maybe just shut it down so you don't see what's going on. Last week, one of our players, Mr. Dennis, saw me do a little video of a flesh golem, right? And then in the campaign, they're going through the swamp. Well, let me take a step back. Does anybody know how CR works, right? When you're doing your challenge rating. So you'll do a challenge rating, just say you have a challenge rating 4. That's for, it's for usually a group of 4 level 4 adventurers. But that's not right away. That's like the end of a couple of encounters. So you just don't throw a challenge rating out 4 for the big boss. You know, you gotta wear him down a little bit, and give him a challenge by taxing their resources. So we put a wizard tower, well, not really a wizard tower, more of an abandoned tower, in the middle of a swamp, and this was a place that made magical. This place made magical tiles from a lost goddess, the goddess of knowledge. And these tiles had some secrets in it. So this necromancer was looking for these tiles, and I had a flesh golem there and some skeletons. And my player Dennis said, "Oh, Roy, I knew that flesh golem was going to pop." I said, "Oh, why'd you know that?" He goes, "Oh, you just did a video where you did the information about the fresh golem on a YouTube short. Talked about their armor class, hit points, weaknesses, strengths. Go over all the numbers." I'm like, "Oh, I gave it away too soon," but I'm looking to put content up. So, Dennis, if you're watching, it's already too late. Dennis, if you're watching this, Dennis, all 6 of these are going to be real. There's not going to be any fake ones. I'm going to put on the bottom if they're fake or not. So it's going to be 3 real ones, 3 fake ones, because these guys are no joke. One of these guys almost ate the dwarf. The dwarf fell in the water, got bit, almost dragged away. So I think giant crocodiles, although they did level up, they're level 5 now. So I leveled them up a little bit early just to let them really, gain access to a couple extra spells and abilities and stuff. A level 5, I want to say 4 levels 4 to 8. I like 3 levels 3 to 8 are really my favorite. Once you start getting up there, you see a giant crocodile or a couple skeletons is really nothing. um I had 10 skeletons, and we had, let me see if I can find it. We had the flesh golem. I put them away. I just moved the flesh. Oh, here he is. Okay. This is, I'm going to paint the flesh golem. I do have a painted one. Um, so what I had was, I put a flesh golem. I had like a level 6 wizard, and he had 10 skeletons in front of him. So, the players said, we need some information, and they snuck a invisible imp to talk to him. And the imp was invisible. He rolled a 1. He knocked over the wizard stuff. The wizard knew he was there. Couldn't see invisible, started talking. And then the players negotiated with him, and they knew he had like 10 or 12 skeletons in a flesh golem, and they had to decide, are we fighting these guys, or are we just going to get information? So they decided to get the information, and there was no need to fight. He was evil, but he did not want to fight 5 or 6 adventurers. So he just traded some information, and they gave him a little information, and it was good. Now, some of the players did have the discussion. There's an evil wizard raising skeletons, animating dead, trying to make a flesh golem. It was next to a clay field. His next goal was to make a clay golem. But they had to save one of their superior officers. So they decided, we don't have time or the resources to fight. And I think that's what D&D is a lot about a lot of times is, going back to that challenge rating. If a giant crocodile is a challenge rating of 2, it should, 6 adventurers, 4 adventurers, level 2 should be able to take it. Odds are much more powerful, which is why, starting to stack up here. I like the blue. Which is why 3 of these guys, 3 of these giant crocodiles are going to be real, and 3 are going to be fake. And we'll put that on the bottom there. Is anybody else in a good D&D campaign? Is anybody else painting miniatures? Does anybody even care that my favorite color is blue? I tell you, doing a live and talking to my fellow adventurers and explorers is very therapeutic and cathartic. I'm enjoying it. If anybody wants to jump on and say hi or ask a question in the chat, that would be awesome. Give me something to think about. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Sunday night with me. We are prepping for our Tuesday night game, and I think, not sure, do I live stream the game? We bought a nice microphone setup. I'd love to live stream, a cool map with. I need more glue. I need more blue. I'd love to, Andrea blue. I'd love to live stream the game, but I'm always worried about the sound quality. We did buy. Oh, come on. We did. Am I out of the blue? There we go. I did. We did buy, Scott, the Dead Professor, my fellow Dark Alchemist, did buy a nice, not a stream deck. We bought a soundboard, 6 microphones. The question is, how do we put that all together on the video at the same time? He likes to record the sessions to review, but I wanna share the adventures with you. In oftentimes in Dungeons and Dragons, when you're with your friends, you have laughs and storylines that rival any big film movie, and you're in the story. I mean, if you fell into the water and six giant crocodiles came after you, and you survived that, oh look, it's biting me, and you survive that, you'll be telling that story to your friends that weekend at your weekend barbecue. You'll be going to a family event, and you'll be telling your friends about how you fought six crocodiles. You'll be going to the local bar, drink responsibly, and you'll be talking about your D&D adventures, because adventures that happen in the mind are no different than adventures that happen in reality. Your mind doesn't know, especially if you're laughing and rolling dice and have a good time. Your mind doesn't know. Genesis channel. That's cool. I wonder why. So, can you tell me why there's a little purple crown with a number two? Are you the second person to make my live comment? No, Slay the Day Away gave me a wave. Are you guys just awesome? Yeah, I said blue's my favorite color, but purple's probably second because that's our Dark Alchemist colors. Thank you for joining. So we are making so we have, let's go back here, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six giant crocodiles. And yeah, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up. And if they don't show up, then maybe we'll sell them, or maybe I'll send them as a free gift. Does anybody need some giant crocodiles? I am making the gift bag. I don't know if Hillary or Kayla's listening to me here tonight. I know those ladies are so busy doing their own events and they have their own lives. But I am working on your gift bags, your gift box. I got some cool stuff that I found that I printed. I'm going to work on that scroll case for you, 3D printed scroll case that you can use. But I have some potion bottles and a couple little other things maybe I'll surprise you with. I think I think in this community. Oh, you think so? Oh, now you're number one, Genesis. Huh. So you were number two, Purple Crown. Now you're number one. Well, thank you, Genesis. I'll click on your channel. I'll check it out. So I'll do a subscribe for a subscribe. If you like D&D content, we love to interview dungeon masters and people involved in the D&D world. We interviewed damsels and dames recently. I interviewed a friend of a friend, Mr. Zan, and he had a horror Kickstarter and he talked about a horror campaign. I interviewed the Weather Dragon, who makes these just amazing game tables. I mean, they're $10,000 tables, but man, if you haven't seen the Weather Dragon interview, check that one out. Team Drew's Basement. He is an awesome gentleman. Had a great time with him. He's also a big mini guy. He's working on his own kind of chibi thing that he took over. You can check that one out. I have to get Leo. I have to get back to Leo. He's one of our followers, our subscribers that we talked to. He's going to run a one shot for us. Kayla offered a one shot for us. She's in Boston. How do I put that together? I got to get her down here. Got to meet up or shoot up to Boston. I think that'd be a fun day to play some one shots. We're gonna do more one shots. I really want to explore the different genres, even though we have our own campaign going on with two different groups. I do want to explore a lot more. Wow. Okay. I mean, I think that's almost enough for tonight. I'll take a minute if you guys want to stick with me. I'll take a minute to show a few other things I want to work on. I'm not going to paint them tonight. Yeah, but let's take a quick look. So again, I was saying this guy's literally stabbing my fingers. This is the Lord of the Crocodiles. I have to make a stat block up for him. I mean, does he pop up with these guys? That would be so mean. I can't do that. I can't do that. Um, we're playing with different rat swarms. I think these are pretty cool. I like this. It's all one base. We have a second set of swarms that are multiple bases. Um, I have more bugbears to paint. I love these. They're going to be painted with, I use yellow for these guys, right? The bugbears definitely use yellow. I already painted a bunch of them though. I have more. You always need more. You always need more. The hobgoblins that I painted, I did not do a good job. I did not do a good job with the hobgoblins. They came out messy. Oh, this guy here. What do I do with him? What do I do with this guy? He's a troll. He's holding a skull. Oh, so what I was talking about before with the supports. He's got a support in his mouth. Now I'm a troll dentist. There's one. Yeah, I got them both. I don't want to break his teeth. Two. There you go. Troll dentist. Yeah, he's a swamp troll. Do I hit him with yellow skin? Yeah, let's try it. Let's do that. We got a few minutes left here. So if the one person watching wants to vote what color skin, just tell me. Tell me, hey, Roy, I want purple skin, I want blue skin, I want green skin. What color skin should we hit this troll with? All right, if you don't decide it's gonna be yellow, we'll do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no votes. No vote. I mean, I don't know that many people, so yellow skin. I think that'll go good with the bugbears. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks brown almost. That's good. That's a nice thing about the contrasts. You just let it flow, and if you make a mistake, you know what? Paint over it. I started watching some Bob Ross stuff recently, and he was like, happy little accidents, you know? So this will be a troll in the swamp, and we'll just hit him with the yellow. I do have the bugbears. I painted all yellow too, yellow skin. So I think just because of the color patterns, I will have to make some sort of troll to go with the bugbears. Do you think cultists could control a troll? Cultists are smart, and I guess they would influence a troll with food, maybe some items, maybe let him be a little bit the troll evil. So you see if I'm doing the fingers here, I'm being sloppy with the fingers. It's getting onto the skull, but the actual paints, the pigmented paints, not the contrast paints, will easily go over the contrast. Contrast over regular, not so good. But if you use the contrast as your base layer, then I think you're good to go. He's got some feet here. He's showing some sexy ankle. Does anybody know about the Shrek rave? I'm really thinking of going to the Shrek rave. There's a rave August 29th in Brooklyn at Coney Island. Everybody dresses up as Shrek. Let me pull some color out there. It's really soaked in right here, right? So really contrasty in there. Let that dry. Again, I was sloppy. I'm being unintentional with my painting. Need to get this stuff done. So that's kind of where we're at. We have our crocodiles and our swamp zombie. I think I'll leave the skeletons for another day. And this guy is just going to be more of a fun project, right? Got to get him primed up. Alligator on a base, but I like those bases. That's it, adventurers. Thank you for sitting here and listening to my rant and rave. And I hope everybody plays a lot of Dungeons and Dragons this week. Until next, may your sword be wet and your bottom dry.